How are we today? Just getting a few things happening. Good to see you on board. Just give me a second. I'm just going to connect everything together and then we will be able to rock and roll, so to speak. How's everyone's weekend been so far? Hopefully all good. And beautiful sunny day, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful sunny day. So, righty-o, we are going to get things happening here today. It's good to see you all on board here. I have to say, I'm absolutely loving, once again, being here today. And for those that don't know me, I'm Kalina from Living with Vibrance and Vitality. And, oh, hang on, let's see if we can move me down a little bit so you can see a little bit more. That might be better. So that we can show a few things today. There we go, getting all sorted. All right, I'm just going to go to our screen here and hopefully get things happening. Now, hopefully you can all see everything. All right, yo. Sorry, just bear with me. I'm just waiting for a few people to hop on board. And it appears that's all going well, which is great. The only thing I need to do now is to get my screen up and happening, don't I? So that you can all see what's on today's streaming. All right, yo, let's share screens now. And well, you don't need to see that, do you? Rightio, let's happen. Excellent. Thanks everyone for hopping on board. Great to see you all here today. It's been marvelous. And now we've got a few people on board, which is fantastic. And I've got comments flowing in left, right, and center, which is awesome. Hi, Orla. Hi, Michelle, Lee, and Paul. Welcome aboard today. Okay, so we're actually going to be talking about essential oils and how they support your immune system. One of the good things about essential oils is they actually mimic our own cells of our body, believe it or not, which is fantastic. And one of the best things about essential oils is within 10 minutes of administering them onto your skin, they are absorbed into the bloodstream and working right through to the body in the best possible way. So, what are essential oils? Why have we got this happening? Let's get rid of this little thing in case you can see that up the top. What are essential oils we're going to be talking about today? How do essential oils work? The benefits of essential oils, and there is absolutely a multitude of benefits if you aren't aware. The difference between essential oils and synthetic oils, and this is something that everyone who is just starting out on their adventure or their journey with essential oils and plant extracts are not quite familiar with. So I think this is a really important thing to talk about. What suggested essential oils are fantastic for our immune system, especially through our winter months, because flu season is upon us. We also have the dreaded COVID happening, and they're saying we should be embracing for a really terrible flu season this year, so which isn't good. So if you can actually do things to support your own immune system, why not, I say, because the more we can do for ourselves in our health and wellness, the better. Diffuser blend, I'm actually going to be giving you a diffuser blend to be able to utilise within your home or workplace to keep the microbials away, the nasties. And the essential oil benefits and the description of the three that we are going to be using in this blend. I'm also going to provide you a massage oil blend, and of course we must talk about the safety of essential oils because they are quite they're extremely concentrated for those that don't know, and you know, less is actually best. So, righty-o. If you have any questions, please do put them in the comments and I will endeavour to answer you as we go along. And if at any time you want to make a one-on-one with me, then please do put that in the comments too, because I love walking and talking essential oils because I live and breathe it. I've utilised essential oils for well over 20 years now within my home and my workplace. And I even used to massage in essential oils with all my clients as well. So what are essential oils? Okay, as you can see, essential oils are concentrated plant extracts that capture the essence, flavour or scent of the natural plant source. They are obtained by distillation method, which is either steam or water. They are, or by mechanical, such as cold press. So when you do hear lemon cold press, then you know it is done via the mechanical method. And lemon and orange, when you use the orange peel or a lemon peel and you squeeze the peel, you'll actually see the beautiful essential oil. And you know, normally when we're peeling a mandarin or peeling an orange, we might get a bit of that splutter. Well, that's actually the essential oil, believe it or not, that's coming out of the rind or the peel. So for those that didn't know. How do essential oils work? Essential oils work in two ways: by inhaling the molecules, and they travel via the olfactory to the brain. Now, within 4 seconds of having within inhaling those essential oils, within 4 seconds, you are actually having a mind and mood change. How powerful is that? Now, I absolutely love inhaling the essential oils to determine what I feel like utilising. I might obtain 3 and move them around or waft them under my nose to see if I actually like that fragrance for the day. And you know, your body normally doesn't lie to you what you're needing, but we'll talk about that further down. Hi, Amanda, welcome aboard here. No, Amanda, I actually personally do not recommend ingesting essential oils due to, I know there are companies out there that do recommend it, but it is against the Therapeutic Goods Act, and I do stick safely to not ingesting because not everyone is wise and it can cause a lot of issues within the internal areas. But I personally do not recommend it, and some people I know that use the multi-level marketings, they do suggest it, but I have never done. I've actually worked with bleeding aromatherapy companies for 10 years or more, and they never recommended it either, and they abided by the Therapeutic Goods Act. But it is up to you yourself if you choose to do that. So the other way of essential oils are absorption via the skin using a carrier oil. Now, your carrier oil can be almond oil, can be jojoba oil, it can be apricot oil, even olive oil you can actually use. And this is delivered onto the skin by rubbing it on and then via the pores into the bloodstream. And once again, 10 minutes within the bloodstream and you're having benefits of essential oils. How do essential oils benefit us? Look, there is a multitude. Stress, anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, also helps with ADHD, aids digestion, nauseousness, headaches, increases focus and productivity. Now, did you know that lemon essential oil combined with basil is actually increases your workplace productivity by 10%? So, and in some shopping centres, believe it or not, actually infuse essential oils through the air conditioning unit just after lunchtime. Mainly the lemons, etc., because we're feeling a bit sluggish after lunch, and it actually increases their want to be there because it's mentally stimulating again and gets them up and running and not feeling so tired after lunch. Regulates hormones. So whether it's menopausal, whether it's going through your menstrual flow, it actually regulates the hormones in that department, kills bacteria, fungi, and viruses and microorganisms as well, balances your moods, and also strengthens the immune system, relieves muscular spasms. I absolutely love clary sage for muscular spasms, especially for ladies who suffer from a lot of period pain. A blend of clary sage mixed with lavender and also bergamot is fantastic in a roller bottle used on the abdomen during that time of the month. We also have it for assisting with inflammation, aches and pains, and circulatory problems. So, you know, these are just a few little bits of what essential oils do to us. And, you know, they have been used for thousands and thousands of years. So, you know, it's not something new that we're talking about today. There is scientific evidence proven how good it actually works within the body and the mind. So, you know, try it if you haven't. A lot of people want to know what is the difference between synthetic and natural. Now, when we talk about essential oils, we're not talking about going to the $2 discount shop down the road and picking up a bottle for $2.50, $4. We're talking about a product similar to, let's have a look, similar to this, about this size in a glass bottle. And it retails anywhere from $14 right up to $57, depending on the actual ingredients of the essential oil. If you're purchasing things like sandalwood, well, it's going to cost a fair bit. And the reason being is because the sandalwood tree takes 50 years to actually reach maturity before they can actually harvest the essential oil from the heart of the tree, which is very sad in my eyes, but yet sandalwood is absolutely beautiful. And I know in Australia, we have started a sandalwood farm well over 10 years ago for this very reason, because it's becoming an endangered species. Now, if you look at our rose oil, everyone loves rose oil, but when they smell the synthetic rose oil, it smells beautiful. It smells pretty and florally, and that is because it is man-made and it is a synthetic oil. If you smell rose oil from the essential oil, it doesn't have that really sweet, pretty, petal, florally tones. It does smell like roses, yes, but not to what you're used to smelling out of a synthetic bottle or hand cream that's made of complete fragrance. And as you can see, it takes thousands, if not 10,000 of kilos of rose petals just to make a kilo of rose essential oil. And so therefore, rose oil is not going to be cheap to purchase. The same with lavender oil. It requires 200 kilos of lavender petals or flowers to obtain 1 kilo of lavender essential oil. And so this is why it's so precious, and it's to be used wisely and to be used with respect to the plant source as well. Now, what we put on our skin is our largest organ of our body, and of course 60% of what we apply to our skin gets absorbed into our bloodstream. So if you've got a synthetic product, hand cream with lots of beautiful fragrances of, you know, say watermelon or something like this, it is going to be a synthetic or a fragrant base. And so what you're applying to your skin is going directly into your system and absorbed into your blood flow. So that might be something you consciously have not been aware of up until this point. So this is why we're talking about it. So believe it or not, up to 80% of all the formulations in products that you buy have harmful chemicals and constituents. And so that's why you must look at the back of the labeling and see what it contains. The price varies, as I've said, according to the yield. So your natural product is going to be costing a lot more, as I said, from $14 for a 9ml bottle up to probably, well, I'd hate to think what sandalwood is now because I haven't sourced it recently because the price was going through the roof. I think I stopped when it was about $63 or $57 for 9ml. So yeah, if you were to go into the $2 shop or into, let's say, a gift shop, sometimes gift shops actually have the synthetic fragrance oils. They might be only $4 up to $5, maybe even $6, depending on the gift shop. And of course, they are synthetic and they will say fragrance oils, whereas your pure essential oils will say 100% purity, or they'll say pure essential oils, and even on certain bottles, they will have a coding. And that coding will actually guarantee that that bottle contains 100% pure essential oils. But in saying that, with the price, you don't have to use much. One drop is more than enough at certain times. Welcome aboard, Rachel. Now, a lot of people say they're allergic to essential oils. Look, there are a small portion of people that do have a reaction to, say, lavender oil. Now, that is well known, but there is a higher percentage of people that have allergic reactions, should I say, to synthetic brands. And this causes asthma attacks, they get chronic headaches, they get nauseous, eczema, they come up with massive sensitivities like hives, irritation, etc. Now, like with all things, it is common sense. You do need to use things wisely and do a test patch. So if you've actually got pure essential oils and you've made a beautiful massage blender, then yes, do a test patch somewhere in the safety of this. I usually use here, sorry, elbow. Let's just up here. In the crook of your elbow, and leave it for 10 minutes. And if you get a stinging sensation or if it gets a bit red, then wash it off with soap and water immediately. Okay, so there are cautions to all things, and you do have to be sensible with everything, of course, but synthetic tend to cause a higher reaction than that of your natural therapies or that of your essential oils. Okay, rightio. Oh, I think I might have changed to that. Oh, yes, no, sorry, I'm just swapping around for everyone. So let's have a look at some essential oils for your immunity. Okay, there's the common ones that we know. Eucalyptus is one, tea tree is another, peppermint. We've got, of course, oregano or oregano, as some people like it. And of course, it's a very popular one and extremely good. Be careful when using it with children, of course, because of the concentratedness of it. And like with all essential oils, you know, you must follow the recommended cautionary factors to them and the age groups as well for pregnancy, for elderly, and also for children. We have clove oil, lavender, lemon, rosemary, and of course, you know, in the World War, they used rosemary in their masks. For the Black Plague as well, they used rosemary oil because it killed all the highest forms of bacteria and microorganisms. Thyme oil is amazing. For someone that has never ever tried thyme, the herbal tea for very sore throats, even to gargle, I would highly recommend it. Now, I'm not recommending gargling thyme essential oil. I'm recommending, even if you have thyme growing out in the garden, grab some sprigs of thyme, pop it in a saucepan of boiling water for 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes if it's boiling, and then gargle the thyme water or the thyme tea. Amazing for sore throats and respiratory disorders. We have Kunzia, which is beautiful, Howood as well as another one, frankincense. All of these essential oils are amazing for boosting your immunity, supporting your immune system, and fighting any viruses, bacteria, or microorganisms that have managed to get into our system. And so bergamot is exceptionally good for any nervous or stomach upsets, and that you're not familiar with where it has stemmed from, especially if you've been traveling and you're coming back. Bergamot is a great one to make up a stomach blend for as well. But yes, you know, any of those, if you have at home, are perfectly fine to start vaporizing within your house, to start in letting the sorry, my voice has just mumbled up, to allow the molecules to disperse within the air and to be absorbed by inhalation. If you do have animals, please be careful. There are certain essential oils you must not vaporize around your animals. And of course, that is something that we'll talk at a later date, but you know, you can ask your vets because they will know them off the top of their head. But there is also, you know, you can also Google it if you wanted to vaporize tonight, say. Oh, why are we going backwards? I don't know. Oh, sorry guys, it just wants to go backwards on me. Okay, so I've provided a diffuser blend for you for cold and flus today because I want to be able to help you in initiating something for the family. Now, if you don't have Siberian fir, that's fine. Use an alternative that we've just discussed recently, whether it be eucalyptus, whether it be thyme, whether it be rosemary. And one of the things I always do is I incorporate 3 together and I waft them under my nose to see if I actually like the blend. If you haven't smelt hoe wood, it is an amazing, beautiful oil. It smells similar to that of rosewood, absolutely beautiful. I love it, I love it. And if you don't have Ravensthara, then use cedarwood as an alternative maybe. And lemon is fantastic for opening up the airways. It's also very good as a stimulant, but it's very good for respiratory as well. And of course, you know, when you have your lemon tea, lemon and honey, or lemon, ginger and honey, it is really good for settling down our chests. So what we do is, this is a blend I'm providing for you. So it's 5 drops of Siberian fir, 3 drops of either hoe wood, Ravensthara, or if you don't have that, you can actually use cedarwood, and 4 drops of lemon, blending them all together and in your diffuser. Now, some of us don't know what a diffuser is. Let me just stop sharing for a moment because I do have some here and hopefully I can get back into the screen later. All right, I'm just going to pick up a few diffusers to give you an idea. So first we have this beautiful diffuser, okay, and the water vessel is underneath. Now, the cavity is here, the water cavity that we place the water in. It has a line here, the water, and then after you've made up your diffuser blend, we would add 10 drops to the top of this. We would pop the lid back on and then back on the glass, the pretty glass, and this one's gorgeous because it goes pink to blue to purple to red. And then there is a button and we would press the button on. Now this goes for about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the size of the water vessel. You have the steam coming to the top with all the beautiful molecules of the essential oils, and they're permeating into your room, your workplace, etc. So that is what we call a diffuser. That is one style of diffuser. Others might be familiar, sorry, I need a tap, with a slightly different vessel like this. Same theory in practice. We still have that, and obviously I haven't cleaned this one out, which is naughty. Now you must clean out after, because the essential oils will eat into the plastic, and so that is really, really important. Okay, still smells of my, I had a beautiful musky amber happening in here. And then we put put the lid on and it comes out from the top. If you don't have something like this within your home, don't panic, because you can actually use an oil burner. If you have an oil burner at home, that is perfectly fine and it will work in the same method. Some people have the good old candle one where they use the tea light. Other people have an electric one, which I do have electric. I think I have one of everything in my household. With this one, you place the water in the top, and I personally would add about 10 drops to the top of that. You light your candle, your tea light, and you allow the warmth to start to release the molecules into the air. So there is no right way, there is no wrong way. It's the way that you choose for your family or your workplace. It's all going to work. Every one that I've described today will actually work in a different duration of time. Obviously with this one, it is shallower. You're using water, so therefore you are going to have to keep an eye on when the water levels get low, okay? And of course, at the end of it, wipe it out again and start again with your essential oil blends. But all of them work perfectly fine, and they will all distribute the essential oils within your home or workplace, and they will all help fight any of the nasties, the airborne nasties, okay? So let's move along now. Okay. Righty-o. So I hope that's all clear. If it's not, just message me down the bottom and we'll go on to it. Okay, so let's look at the Siberian fir. It smells like pines. If you don't have a pine or pine, it smells a lesser of the pine, but if you don't have that and you have pine essential oil, feel free to replace it with pine essential oil. So it's very good for colds, flus, muscle recovery, respiratory issues, anxiety, and then we go into your confidence and anger side of things, and also pain relief. It's a beautiful, refreshing oil. It has these gorgeous notes in there that actually make you feel uplifted and clear. So it's very clearing. Sorry. Okay, and then we have the Ravensthara essential oil, perfect for influenza, great for shingles because shingles work on the nervous system. And if you do suffer from shingles, you should increase your zinc and your B complexes, because that helps with the nervous system. It supports the immune system, obviously, because that's what we're talking about today. And working on your stress levels helps with depression, calms the nerves, promotes sleep, and aids muscular aches and pains. Now, obviously, you can see a trend happening here. They're all helping your immune system. They all help with colds, flus, influenza, aches and pains, etc. Howood essential oil, beautiful oil. I love it. As I said, helps with menstrual cramps, wounds, because it's antimicrobial and antibacterial, colds and flus, cuts, eczema, because it's calming and helps with the rawness of it and heals the weakness of eczema, acne, stress, and anxiety. I actually have a whole bottle here. I purchase it this way. I sell them actually, but I can't help myself. I actually smell every bottle, even if I'm using them when I'm pouring them. Lemon, we know how good lemon is. Works with athletics foot, chilled veins, very good for varicose veins. It strengthens the capillaries of our body. It acts like an astringent, so very good for oily skin as well, and aids with spots. You must be careful though if you're using it on your skin, because it is photosensitive. So if you are to use it directly on your skin and you go out in the sun, you will need sunscreen. I always advise to use it overnight, because therefore you've got the whole course of the night to utilize the lemon and it to work in the system, rather than applying it that morning and going out in the sun, because you will burn within minutes. Very good for warts too, lemon essential oil, mixed with thyme. believe it or not. I used to make an amazing wart treatment up using lemon essential oil and thyme. It acts like a lactic acid and burns it off in a gentle way. Now, the other way that we can actually use our essential oils to support our immune system is to do a daily massage. Now, you can, a lot of people have this vision of being like an oil slick, so to speak. Hi, Pauline, welcome. And it's not like that at all. And I will show you. So we're going to just briefly stop sharing again so that you can see how easy it is. Okay, so what I do at home is I actually grab a little glass bowl as such. I pour my oil into here. Now, this is the carrier oil. So once again, we can be using a almond oil. I personally prefer jojoba oil because it mimics our natural sebum of our skin. It absorbs exceptionally well and it doesn't leave your body feeling greasy. It's very light. So in our hotter climate and the humidity, I just prefer it. I don't feel it's heavy on my skin, and that is a personal preference once again. But I basically will, let's just do a little sample here. Let's pop this down. So we pour, and I'm just doing this as random, which is not the way to go. So following the 30 mils of carrier oil, we will then add 10 drops of our essential oil. So it's up to you how you actually do it. I personally prefer, let me just show you. This is what I do. I undo all the lids, but I make sure I place the lids in an area as noted so that I don't put, say, a rosemary lid on top of a lemon essential oil, because then you've contaminated the whole bottle. I get my bottles and I waft them underneath my nose and allow it to rise. Now I can smell one is a lot stronger than the other. So what I would do for me, myself, is I would actually add less of the overbearing fragrant, the essential oil, and I would increase the oil that dictates to my liking. So we're just going to put these bottles down. So we add our oils as per. We're going to use 10 drops in total. Now that's the particular one I loved using. That's Howood. So that was 5 drops. Now we're going to be using, hopefully you can all see this, a couple of drops of our lemon. And lemon comes out super fast. So that was about 3 drops. And now our pine, our beautiful pine. And it's a little bit slower. Maybe you haven't got the air hole coming the right way. Here we go. Okay, so that's 10 drops right there. So now what I do is I move the whole dish around, blending it. And on a daily morning ritual, I tap my fingers in as such. The oil's there. I warm it between my hands, and then I start. Now, normally I start from my feet up to my heart, and that's all it takes. You don't have to smother yourself in oil. That is, and there's no oiliness to that. There's no grease. And if you want to, and you will have more left over, put some cling wrap, alfoil, or whatever you choose over the top, and you've got it for tomorrow as well. You can rub it on your chest, on your abdomen, shoulders. Oh, that smells absolutely beautiful. I love it. Beautiful. And you can do that with any essential oils that you choose. So for women in particular, bear in mind that as we go through our cycle, your liking to certain oils will change because your nose depicts different fragrances, and it might be overbearing I've had women when I've said, how do you like this blend, this synergy? And they'll go, oh no, yuck, no, I can't handle that, I can't handle that. And then they've come back 2 weeks later and I've shown them the same blend again and they've loved it. So whilst we're going through hormonal changes, bear in mind that there will be certain essential oils that won't be to your liking, and that's okay, but don't disregard them. Don't say, I don't like them, they're disgusting. Do give them another try a couple of weeks after your cycle has completed, because I guarantee that you will actually, like them, or they will resonate well with you. So that's how we do a massage blend. Obviously, if you want to do a massage on your partner, you would use a lot more base oil, whether it be in a bottle form. You can pre-make this up in a bottle if you want to, and then just, every morning do your ritual. That is fine as well. Now, if you don't have any of these methods and you have a cold right now, what I would suggest is grab your tissue. And this is the easiest way. And quite often I've done this, fold it in half. Actually, grab your tissue. And this is the tissue method. Okay, grab your tissue, fold it in half, and place 1 drop. We want to aim into there. Place 1 drop as such, like this. Then we're going to fold our tissue in half again and fold it again. Now what I do is I fold it again. So it's a nice little square, and I pop it under my bra strap up the top. Now, within minutes, the warmth of your body is heating those essential oils up, and you're starting to smell them. Of course, you're getting the molecules wafting away and you're benefiting from it. Now, obviously, if you're going to use oils like patchouli, where it's a very dark coloured oil, I would then place another tissue around it because it can stain your clothing. So bear in mind that certain oils, and you have to make sure you fold it well, because you don't want to put the essential oil meat touching your skin, because if you're using lemon, let me tell you, you will feel that lemon starting to burn your skin, okay? So bear in mind, always wrap it up. If it's a gentleman, place it in your top pocket, allow the warmth from your pocket to start releasing the essential oils so that you can benefit from it. Perfect for sinusitis, especially if you're traveling. Actually, it's a good one. You could use peppermint oil, and for pregnancy you can actually use spearmint oil, because that's a little bit milder, and have it on a tissue and just inhale all the time. Okay, let's keep moving along, or else we'll be here forever in a day, and we don't want that, do we? Because we're getting darker as the day goes on. Okay. Essential oil safety. Sorry, I'll just go back in case. So it's 30 mils of carrier oil, or 1 fluid ounce, depending on how you work, with 10 drops of essential oil. And once again, you can choose your essential oils. Some people love eucalyptus with a little bit of lavender, with a little bit of bergamot, and that's fine too. But choose the essential oils that work beneficial for yourself. Eucalyptus blue gum or globulus is a really good one. Okay, essential oil safety. And this is not to be taken lightly. It's something that I'm adamant on when I sell essential oils to people. You do not apply essential oils directly to your skin. The reason being is because 1 drop is 100 times stronger than that of the natural plant source. It does need to be diluted with a carrier oil, whether it be coconut oil, jojoba, olive oil. Okay, and it's depending on the age group. Children, it's far less. And once again, you need to look at your cautionaries for children and elderly, because you usually use about 1 drop to every. I prefer to use 1 drop to every 5 mils for little ones. Myself, I like to play on the side of caution, because then you know that you're not creating too much it goes to the kidney. Well, it's going into the bloodstream, basically. So your organs are receiving it. So it can be detrimental if you use too much, and you can get issues of toxicity within the system. And that's the reason why I don't recommend ingesting essential oils whatsoever. Okay, do not use essential oils on or near irritated wounds, skins, or rashes. Obviously, this is a no-brainer. If you've got an open wound, it can actually make it more aggravated if it is the wrong type of essential oil. Okay, so lemon oil would sting the wound. So let it heal a little bit more. Once it's like if we look at geranium oil is fantastic when the wound has knitted together, but if it's red and angry, it's going to make it angrier. Okay, rashes, depending, I love using, and I make a lot of balms up using calendula oil, and then I add lavender and chamomile, and I find that works amazing for rashes. But it depends on the type of rash, and it depends obviously on the type of essential oil. So that's just playing it on the side of caution and knowing your essential oils and how they work within the body and what they're treating. Avoid contact with your eyes or mucous membranes. Now, certain oils will actually really affect your mucous membranes. And obviously, do not splash them near your eyes. If you do get them near your eye, washing your eyes out straight away is perfect. Now, believe it or not, if you had almond oil, because essential oils adhere to another oil, warming some almond oil, dropping the almond oil into your eye, believe it or not, will actually get rid of that essential oil. Otherwise, if you don't have that close by, which you wouldn't at the time because you're screaming because it's going to be burning, flushing the eye out with saline water or distilled water or tap water. Do not use it near your mouth too, is the other one. Avoid using essential oils on infants, children, pregnant people, older adults, or those with serious health conditions without first talking to either a doctor or an aromatherapist, because once again, it can do more harm than good. Keep out of reach of children and pets. And as we spoke before, there are certain essential oils that are toxic to cats and dogs, and it can actually kill them, especially if you're vaporizing within the home. They're inhaling everything that you're inhaling. And so it is very wise to seek advice first before you actually start vaporizing them within the home. All righty, how are we all understanding this? I hope I'm not talking too fast for you. If you want to learn more or talk about something, yes, it's as Jackie said, massage oil is probably more preferable than vaporizing it when you are around pets. Absolutely true. Especially if you're not familiar with what is causing toxicity to your pets. And also the tissue method is a good one for your children to go to school with as well, because they can pop it in their pocket at school, or under, you know, for girls, they can attach it. Even if you've got handkerchiefs, you know, the fabric hankies that are rarely seen these days, but are still out there. You can actually place it on a hanky and do the same thing and pin it to the shirts underneath if you need to. And tissue blends, yes, are so popular. It's so easy. Pop it on the tissue, under the bra strap for men, top pockets, out you go, and you're still reaping the benefits of it. Yes, thanks, Jackie. Yes, you did learn that from me a long time ago, and I'm an advocate for it still to this day. But look, there are so many ways. Look, if I start to feel the flu coming on, I do jump in the bath. I actually place no more than 6 drops in a bath. I agitate the water. I add milk actually, because it blends well. You can also use almond oil, etc. Agitate the water, and I have a really good soak for minimum 10 to 15 minutes. I also add Epsom salts because that acts as a drawing agent and will draw out anything that's not welcome within the body, and it also takes the pain and relaxes the muscles away. So there are so many ways, but coming into this terrible season, let me just stop the share because you don't need to keep saying that ad. So coming into the flu season, it is so beneficial for your family, and you can keep healthy within the workplace in particular. And, you know, maybe, you never know, you might just get through this winter season without getting sick. Fingers crossed, right? But at least you do know a few little hints and tricks to be able to use to safeguard yourself, to safeguard your family, and to knock anything on its head should it come your way. It's just one of those things that I speak highly about. I love essential oils. It's helped me on so many levels. I actually have autoimmune disease, and I utilise essential oils quite frequently, especially to keep myself as healthy as possible, to support my immunity and my well-being. So once again, I do one-on-ones with people. If you would love to have a one-on-one with me, or if you would like any questions answered, feel free to message me, and I would be more than happy to talk to you about essential oils and the health and well-being of yourself and your family. All right, my lovelies, it's been fantastic talking to you. I hope you've had an amazing time today in general, but I hope that I've highlighted a few things for you today to help within your home. If you're not sure, message me and I'll be happy to message you back on the side, or replay this, and it will give you a few little recipes there as well that you can use within your home. Have fun experimenting. There's no right blend, there's no wrong blend, but your nose will tell you exactly the oils that you are liking or drawn to, or that are resonating with you at that time. It's almost like a perfume. I don't know, as a female, if you actually pick up your perfume bottle and you waft it around and go, oh, what do I feel like wearing today? And then you might pick up another perfume bottle. Do I feel like this? And essential oils, for me, work in that same manner. I'll pick up a bottle and I'll waft it. Oh, that's beautiful. What will I put with that? I'll pick up another bottle. Oh, that's beautiful as well. Or no, that's too strong. And so, you know, different ones, you just have to have a play. And that's the fun of essential oils. And you can't go wrong because your body will tell you, will talk to you, will speak to you. All right, beautiful people, have a wonderful evening tonight. I do hope that you've had or learnt something from today, and at least you can start implementing it within your home or workplace. In the workplace is fantastic. I actually quite often have a vaporizer burning it at work, whether it's because I need to instill some more energy, whether it's just to keep everyone calm, whatever it may be. I do utilise essential oils on a daily basis. Have a great day tomorrow. The sun is shining. There is no rain. It's actually absolutely picture perfect weather once it warms up. So enjoy the weekend for what it is. And I look forward to seeing you all next weekend with something different to talk about. Take care. Have fun, and I'll speak to you all very soon. All right, guys. Take care. Bye.